everybody. Welcome back to Starlost Stormridden. I'm Cryolane. I'm the GM. This is the party. Look at everybody.
Y'all
and
miss so much before every intro. Like, it's crazy. Just kidding.
What?
Like talking to the audience.
Yeah, every session we're just absolutely.
I'm never ready. I'm never ready. Like, it's always like mid conversation or something is happening and I'm distracted and then just yes.
Absolute mic ducking.
I ask if everyone's ready, and then we do a thing. I always blow into my hands and rub them, and then I do a whole like shebang.
Never ready.
It's a whole
you
setup.
Be more obvious.
Kay is
Yeah,
never.
double shebang.
I'm gonna start calling for silence in the call before anything else.
Quiet on set.
Silence. On set. Just
do the nose goes. All right. Okay. Last time on Starlost Stormridden, we picked up with we did the whole montage, time before time, but bad things happened to my internet. So last time we finished the montage, with you guys spending the last of your days in the city of Haven.
What?
Yeah, the last of your days.
We're dead.
Congratulations. From now on out, you're all dead. Roll new characters.
Wow, we're playing a no one shot.
Woo!
I only did that once.
During after the montage, there were a few little notable moments. Selic and Etalon had a brief discussion where he gave her a copy of a book called The Length You Should Go, A Gloomstalker's Path to a Smile, which he revealed was written by his father, who came from the Shadowfell here to the material plane and had to adjust to being expressive. Selic handed this book off with the hopes that Etalon would be able to better adjust to normal life in the masses. Vane, meanwhile, went to go find his contact in the city of Haven, a man whose name he learned to be Clark. He got a letter from Nearly, basically saying, we have to have a conversation when you come back to Cloud Breach, because what the fuck was all that? And then he got an upgrade that definitely didn't involve him getting kidnapped and, surgery done on him while he was still awake. Perfectly normal thing to happen. Meanwhile, Runava attempted multiple times throughout that period to scry on various individuals, failing the first 2 times, and eventually settling on just seeing what the Rattler was up to. He has a cold. The Rattler has a cold. Or had a cold, because then you guys left the city of Haven, with Eckert seeing you off and giving you all a couple of platinum pieces, and basically quietly offering to all of you that if you ever want to come back and be Drake Guard, you can go right ahead. Again, a little to your surprise, not doing anything about the fact that you don't have, or that you have Etalon. Doesn't do anything about the fact that you guys have Etalon. Just lets you all leave. As you're traveling, you reveal to Poppy and the other merchants that you're escorting that you have Etalon, literally letting her out of the bag. Shocking Poppy to no extent. You guys travel through some pretty bad weather, but all in all, it's decent for a journey. No monsters attack, no crazy stuff happens in the night. It's just bad weather. And then, as the month ticks over from Blossom into Sadaloon, you all celebrate Musement a few days late. A holiday that originally came from Shade Step, where you celebrate art and artists. You guys all contribute in one way or another, eventually culminating with various painting and musics and stories and a very, very funny knock-knock joke. Giving you all a point of inspiration. And finally, on the 5th of Sadaloon, you arrive back in the city of Cloudbreach, and you level up! You are all level 5. As you get off of the delivery, off of the rail car, back into the research section, you are all greeted by Lance Delgado and the head of the Magic Guild, Elox. You are brought into the research guild, where Delgado has Elox cast a Zone of Truth, and all of you get just a couple questions asked about your involvement in Etalon's whole deal with murdering 73 people. It eventually sort of comes to a head with Delgado doing really nothing, kind of just letting you all off the hook. However, Etalon is officially, as far as the city goes, a research project of William Black, and is restrained to the research guild, only allowed to leave with direct supervision or an accompaniment. You guys also, during this sort of back and forth, get some information out of Delgado, mainly that he would rather you guys run away and stay away from Nash if it meant not getting information about him should it ever come up. Sort of proving that despite the fact that he is an asshole, he's not an asshole who would wish you all dead. Lance promises to drop off the reward for the mission that you all just got back from at your home, as well as a small bee plush that was given to him so he could stop stressing out so much. You guys say your goodbyes. Aloct asks you many pressing, very uncomfortable questions, but before they can answer any more, they are whisked back to the Apropos Tower, as it was revealed to you that they are binded to it as part of a Fey deal. And to close out the night, you guys all head to Nearly's so you can have drinks, a couple of snacks, and that's where we ended the session. And we are going to pick back up not too long after that. We're not going to stay here for very long. You guys, as you are having your snacks and a little bit of chit-chatter, Vane, you stepped aside to have some words with Nearly. So we'll say that you headed over to the bar to talk about settling your tab, quote unquote, as far as the rest of the party is concerned. And you just give a quick back and forth with him to get him up to speed. He asks you a couple of questions about the details on the map that Brutum gave you and how Brutum died and if you were there or not and what all was said. And I don't take it that you're going to lie to him or hold anything back. So you just get the whole spiel out. And as it kind of finishes off, he's just sitting there and just... The old Brutum's dead.
Super dead.
Are you sure he's dead? You
ever seen anyone come back from an accordion, being accordioned?
No, but I've seen people come back from a lot. As long as you saw him die, in my experience, if you see them die, that's usually a pretty good, borderline. If you think they're dead, but you didn't see it happen, that means they're going to come back and probably stab you.
By my logic, I assume, sure, I didn't check his pulse. He's so dead.
He's so dead. Okay, well, in that case, I am so fucking glad. I fucking hated that guy.
Yeah, real prick.
It's alright. Send a bunch of letters off to Clark. He'll start bribing somebody up in the higher echelons until we can get someone who can come across this side of the storm wall and take Brutum's place.
Cool.
Easy peasy. As far as you go, you got that map still? Give.
Slides it over and he's like, does this mean I get to keep all my limbs?
Yeah. I gave you a job and you did it. So I don't know why. Look, Brutum died. Sometimes people die. Look, if you left with your whole team and half of them died when you came back, Lance would probably be pretty upset. If you left with a whole gaggle of guys I sent with you and you were the only one who came back, as long as the job's done, I don't give a shit which one of you comes back through that door.
Cheers to that.
So, that's why you should always hope I send you on solo jobs. Means I care if you come back.
Oh. You haven't sent me on any solo jobs yet.
Well, I mean, I have sent you on solo jobs. I'm not sending you with any... they don't...
Oh, okay,
they don't-
sorry.
They don't fucking know what I'm...
That's on me. That's on me not understanding that.
Yeah. No, the day I pegged someone else from our little gang to tag along with you and yours, that's when you know it's a really important job that I need done, and you're not the most important part. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh,
Food
by
and
the way,
drinks on me tonight as recompense for this.
thank you.
And he gives you a couple of gold.
Nice.
I mean, literally two.
As he's kind of sorting that, and acting like he's actually exchanging some of his own money and paying nearly. He's like, by the way, don't have details, but room spread. Old Sally boy going around actually just causing fear. I don't know if he's getting off on it or if somebody's paying him to do it, but that's all he's really doing at night, scaring the shit out of people.
He's out wandering the residential district at night just to scare the piss off of people.
As far as I can tell.
That's really fucking funny, actually. Okay. I mean, keep an eye on him, just to be sure. But that's really That's really fucking funny. If he ever admits it to you, ask him if he needs help. I'm like 7 feet tall. I'll scare the piss off of anybody.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, get the fuck out of my bar.
Yeah, can do.
Oh, he's 9 feet tall.
Yeah,
Nearly
yeah,
9
he's
feet tall.
he's a big
Oh my
old
god,
boy.
he is a
Yeah.
large-sized creature.
Yeah, he is.
I forget this. That there is someone taller
nearly
than
is
Bella.
9'9".
9'9"? Wait, what is he? I forget.
A furball.
He's a furball.
Furball, right?
And to keep it clear to everybody, Nearly's got kind of a slender build. I always imagine him kind of wide. No, he's just big.
How does he fit in this tavern?
Tall ceilings.
He doesn't leave.
Oh yeah, also that he ducks under all the doors.
Yeah.
They build the tavern around.
Nearly
not
gone.
leaving.
The food cart.
Nearly gone was everybody talking about their line of sight, trying to look at him.
It was everyone's reaction to him finally going inside. Just wow, nearly gone in.
nearly gone in. Cry, what time is it right now?
You guys got back already pretty late, and this is after dinner and drinks and everything. So you're looking at pushing, like it's getting a little past midnight at this point. You guys have been
Midnight.
traveling for a while.
I'm gonna go buy a thing, but everything's closed.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. It's you guys got back at like 9 o'clock. It was nighttime when you got back.
Sleepy time.
That was before you had to talk to everybody.
Just sitting at
So-
the table, just
Yep.
sipping his unbelievably sweet, syrupy gin and tonic that is just nothing like a gin and tonic.
Vane ventures back to everybody. He's like, all right, we're getting kicked out. Let's roll.
You getting kicked out of a place?
Cordially, he's closing.
Yeah.
I'm not closing. I
I'll be
just want all
honest,
you
I-
out.
I was gonna say I didn't think this place closed.
He's closing
It closes
to
at
us.
3 a.m.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't really stay out that late.
Some of my patrons don't like when the Stormridden hang out here past midnight.
Right.
Oh.
What if they're the cool Stormridden?
They clearly haven't met Squad 13
I feel sorry for them if they do. We've been
of the
nothing but bad
15th
luck.
Corps. What? What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
If they've got a problem with us, they can take it up with Broth.
Oh, no. You.
You.
I don't think they're ready for that.
Ooh.
You.
Them.
Ooh.
Fuck it.
Guys, I think he's an
Get out.
Your enemies.
You guys head out, head home. After you drop Etalon off of the research facility real quick, you drop her off of the Airsat Institute, and then you double back all the way home. What did Cubone do? Why'd you make
Rolled a natural 20.
Oh, let's go!
I heard for our viewer, Spotify listeners, you can't see this, but Cubone has, it's kind of hard to see. It just looks like a pink ball, but it is indeed a rubber D20, and I heard just a it's very heavy, and I was like, oh, he finally dropped it. What do you roll? Natural 20.
Nice.
Natural 20. That is my
Excellent.
son.
Do we win?
Oh, he did it again. He dropped it again. What is it?
Yeah, does that mean we win?
18.
Yeah, all right.
Anytime he rolls a nat 20, give him a treat. He won't understand when or why he gets treats for rolling it.
It's like Pavlov, but you don't introduce a chain of logic.
I
All
rolled
of
an
you
11.
guys,
All of us.
you head home to your house that you haven't been to now in 2.5 weeks.
Or if they fix the hole.
No.
And as you get in, firstly, next to the door, there is a little box. As you guys come up, there are in fact letters. There's a tiny little like metal thing that has been propped up to indicate that you have mail. And so, as you pop it up, there is one small package that is just wrapped in paper and is addressed to you. And then there is one closed letter. It looks like they are two separate deliveries that are just hanging out in this little box together. Inside, it is pretty cold. There hasn't been a fire that's been lit here in a while, and it's still springtime, so it gets cold at night. For those of you who head upstairs, you do notice, if you peek into that room, that there is framing now, forming a wall for that room. It is not completely walled up like the whole wise, but there is framing, and they are laying brick. So the repairs are ongoing. It
Let's
might be
go.
livable sometime by summer.
Let's go.
You guys just gonna all split up and head to bed and worry about anything else in the morning?
No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
that fucking
Yeah.
package.
You're gonna
Oh, yeah,
Dane's
what's
gonna open
the-
the package?
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
it's
fine,
just-
that's good.
Well, I'll read
The
who it's
mail is
addressed
just
to or
addressed
how it's
to the
addressed.
squad. It is just addressed to the squad. It's not addressed to any member.
Wait, let's
individual.
open it.
Okay, so Vane, you
Yeah,
Sit
Vane
down and-
walks in,
you-
fans out his blade, and he's just like, I mean, fuck it,
Let's
right?
open it. Yeah.
If it's a bomb, it's nice knowing all of you.
Why is that your first instinct?
Oh, give me a second. He
Who
goes
would've-
out the door?
Who would ma-
Renava's
mail
halfway
us
up the stairs.
who would mail us a bomb?
Runava hiding behind the curve in the stairs.
I have so many
Bane looks
enemies.
at Bella and goes, "Who would ambush us underground?"
Criminals. Criminals
Hey,
who live in the ground in caves.
The criminals would mail us a bomb.
Ritz
Thank you,
opens the door
Sally.
slightly,
Anyway.
puts broth into
It's a bomb.
look for him.
You open the package.
It's a bomb.
It's a bomb.
Good job.
I hate to break it to you. Noah was right. It's a bomb. No, you tear it open, and it is a really nicely folded up tapestry. That as you unfold it, it is just this pretty gray, blue, and white like geometric pattern, and it's got a tiny little note attached that says, "Found this in Riverdam, thought of you." And it's from Alex. But she addressed it from squad, like all of Squad 12. Like she wrote down a bunch of names.
Oh.
And it's signed by multiple members of the squad, except on Salt's signing, on Saltmark's signing, she wrote her name and then wrote, Alex made me sign this. And then you see that it's like squiggly after, like somebody like smacked her and she was just like, God! And like, so you guys have a tapestry you can hang up somewhere if you deem it so
What does
fit.
it look like again?
It is just this big geometric like pattern of gray, blue, and white, sort of repeating.
A first decoration.
We should send them back something nice. He reaches into his bag of holding.
Is it safe?
No,
Yeah,
we're
it's
dead.
safe. No, it's safe, Ritz. You can come inside.
Well, Rich walks inside as Selig reaches into his bag and pulls out a stick of dynamite.
No, we're nailing bombs.
He closes the door.
They
There
can use
aren't
it.
any
Does it-
bombs.
Is there? Is
Well,
there
no, there
any,
is. There's one
like,
right here.
Is there any like
I have 10 sticks of dynamite.
reason to the way that the colors and shapes are laid out on this tapestry, or is it
Shapes.
just like
It
abstract?
looks intentionally kind of like broken glass.
Mm.
Ooh. All right, we're not sending them a bomb. I'm kidding. Ritz.
It's imagine here. Oh,
What?
Can we put
You
broth
can
in a
come in.
box?
Why?
just
We're sending him to
geometric
Squad
broken
12.
shapes similar to this.
They wouldn't know what to do with him.
Shit.
No, you
but
would
with
send them
gray
a
and white
box of
interspersed.
I
Kintsugi,
see.
there we go.
Oh, that's
Cool.
cool.
Yep.
Wow. Let's put it up in the living room.
How?
Okay.
Thing.
Y'all got nails?
You all know that there definitely are some nails hanging out in the room that's being repaired.
I was literally about to say, like, we're gonna steal some nails from upstairs.
We have just. We can put this anywhere in this house, as we have someone who can reach anywhere in this house. From anywhere in this house.
Okay, well, let's not
Also,
put it
this
on, like,
house
the
is
ceiling.
literally totally bare bones except for 2 chairs in the fucking living room and a rug.
Thought we had a couch.
I thought we had a
thought we had a
couch.
couch
Oh,
too.
it's the couch and then the chair is what it is.
Yeah.
You have the sofa.
Um,
Somebody get the nails. My arms are getting tired.
Give it to
Just
Bella
take
so we
it
can.
from Vane.
Give it
Thanks.
to Bella so that we can hang it higher, and then I'll just. I'll go find nails.
You guys, real quick, hang up the tapestry, doing your best to not make a lot of noise, hammering nails into the wall at
It's all gonna give a fuck.
12:40 at night.
We're hammering 2 nails in, 1 in each corner.
We also don't share walls with anybody, so it won't
You
travel.
share
that
one
bad.
wall, but it's the
Oh.
kitchen wall, so it's
Oh,
not.
that's good because I've. No, he doesn't. He wouldn't do that.
What are you
Bro.
saying there, bro?
just presses her thumb against
Are
the
you
nail
okay?
and it goes into the wall. No,
My boy.
Are you asking Broth if he's okay?
Yeah.
You're like, Broth, are you okay? Broth, who's just chilling on like the kitchen island, is like,
nothing happened.
He asked, roll.
Yeah.
White stung.
yeah, Broth is fine.
I thought you were gonna go, oh, a nail falls him and he dies.
Broth got a nat 20. He's alive.
He feels great.
Yeah,
Well,
Broth
it's great
is-
that I
Broth is
picked up
just chilling.
silvery barbs. I didn't. They'd be stupid.
That would
If I
imply
did,
that
though.
Broth living in a session is a check.
He'll, like,
It
come
seems like a
inside,
survival check.
Run up, grab Broth, go into his room.
Squish him.
Rich, where are you going?
Shut the door.
I mean, the one Monster House scene where he like runs in just.
Rich, where are you going?
Ritz eats broth.
Grab Broth and you head
Hi,
upstairs.
Rich.
Runava, as you like watch the tapestry get nailed in, Ritz comes running up, grabs Broth, and runs past you up the stairs.
Oh, good night.
Good night.
The door. All of you disperse back
The
to your
letter.
bedroom.
There's 2 letters.
Oh,
What
the
does
letter.
letter say?
I'm opening all my
letter.
mail.
You open the letter. That's right. The letter is, as you open it up, from Tida. Tida, if you all don't remember, which I wouldn't
don't.
blame you all for not remembering, Tida is the half-elf who lives, or the wood
Oh.
elf, the niece who lived
The
at
niece.
the Hillbee,
Oh,
the bee farm.
I remember Tida because you told me to remember them right now.
You told me to remember that. She wrote you guys a letter talking about how several people have come down from Kilby to check out the farm and to check out the massive dire bear pelt that her uncle is still trying to decide whether to properly taxidermy or turn into a full shop-sized rug. She wanted to extend a thanks to all of you, as several people have mentioned the recommendation of some Stormridden. She also wishes you all well on your adventures, and included here in this, and as you open it, you can pull it out. It's pressed really flat. These little honey treats. So they're basically just sticks that you can just like nom on, and they're just like thin things
jars of honey.
Fine.
I share.
It's a letter of holding. It's all-
Bane
Just, like,
takes 2
under
out and
his
then turns to
mouth
Runava and is like, "You want one or Servy?
Scurvy just said.
Catch."
want one?
Go, my scarab.
Zervy's at home now. Zervy jumps the fuck off your shoulder. He is going.
You doing this was like flicking out a
Yeah.
Pokeball.
Zervy fucking poof, comes over and Bane's like, "Manners."
Ah. He like takes it from you, half of it still sticking out of his mouth, and then you literally watch it just go like,
No, that's plastic.
You let the stick in there.
Is it plastic? What the
These
fuck is
are
it made
not-
of? We don't have plastic.
it's all honey. It's like you
Oh.
it's like you made a little ruler out of honey, and you just
Oh,
bite pieces
that
off.
shit's
Like, it's just
taffy.
dried honey.
I thought it was like a lollipop.
No,
I
I thought it was just like a legitimate wooden stick that was fit, like sassafras sticks.
Oh no,
Mm.
I was thinking of like the actual like honey straws that are just like tubes of honey.
no.
You
So
get
it is like almost like a hard candy, but it's no crunch to it. Like you bite into it and kind of just pull apart because it's just dried, squished honey.
I grab one and I hand it to Selleck. I'm like, I know you'll enjoy this more than I will.
Oh, yeah. He has 2 just like slowly going into his mask.
It's like tusks.
Dude,
Zervy looks at them. There was like enough for all of you to have 2. So Zervy looks at you. He looks back up the stairs, like past Runava, where Ritz went, points up at Ritz's door with his like little feet, and then it's just like, ah.
Oh, you're right. I'll bring Ritz his. And I take 2 off of
He
his.
like
And I start
follows you like,
walking.
no, I want it. It's
I
mine.
thought Zerby was just gonna go like eat broth or something.
Bane takes his
What I did to
and
this, I'm gonna do to that motherfucker up there.
then takes Runava's spare and does the thing that you do with
Ask too
dogs
many
when they're following
questions.
you around the kitchen. He's like holding it extra high as he walks it over to Runava.
Thank you.
You're just gonna give it to him anyway. Yeah.
You just give it straight to Zervy. Zervy, who's still just like, no, to like them taking Ritz his portion, is just like, ah. And again, like a ticket
I
tape
hold on
machine.
to it.
Just, oh, you hold on to it? You just watch him just like straighten out as he like stands up. And just, like the tips of your fingers are in his mouth.
Just lift. It's
That
just
was-
lifts
to
off
lift
the
him.
ground.
He's just,
It was
Do you
very
think-
impressive.
Do you think if we gave him food long enough, like,
Don't finish that. I know where that meant. I know where that thought is going. Don't finish that thought.
but like, where does it end?
I don't care.
What? The food he eats?
Like, at what point does the rest of him go away?
Looks at him.
Mm.
Where's your ass, buddy?
He definitely is still eating like the honey stick as you're holding it until finally, even as you're holding him up, he just falls.
Oh. I summon Rook.
Ugh.
Hello. You want a honey stick?
Hello. Do I want a honey stick? What the fuck is a honey stick?
I want you to think about what a honey stick could be.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I upset the devil?
I love that is the first noise that Rook makes. Existence is pain for Rook.
Yeah.
He solid grabs a honey stick and goes, "Here, don't get it on your bag."
He like stretches one of the eye holes to make sure it doesn't get the edges and you just hear. Holy shit! Give me more of that.
You're gonna have to fight Zerby for that. Don't actually fight Zerby. Don't fight Zerby.
Don't fight
tail.
Zerby, you'll
The
win.
like stinger on his tail just kind of like sing, and then just hides back under the fluff again, and Zerby's just like,
Rook,
"What?
don't ever.
I wouldn't hurt the little baby."
I don't think you'd win.
Wow, I think I'd win. I've got hands.
Wow. Stooping that low.
Do you high five Zerby's little paw? You're just like, yeah, and he's just like,
Though, I don't think how Zerby is now, Zerby would win against Rook. I don't think Rook would survive much longer after Rook wins. Oh, I would kill Rook.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant that Runava would kill me.
Oh, that might happen too. I think a lot of people would probably kill you.
I wouldn't
upstairs.
hurt the little baby.
Dum, 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 dum. Ritz!
What?
Do you like honey?
Opens door.
But the people from the Kilby Bee Farm sent us honey sticks as like a thank you for helping them, and like we're recommending their place to other people.
That's
This is
what
for
I
you.
grabs.
I just imagine.
Yeah. No, the door immediately closes. Like,
Do you
That's
like
good.
it?
Oh, he doesn't try them. He just like grabs them and then kind of
Oh.
slowly closes
So
them.
he does just grab them and close the door.
And he says like,
enjoy.
good night.
Good night. Okay. I'll go back downstairs, I guess.
Now that you guys have opened your mail, because that was it. It was just the letter and then the tapestry. Are you guys gonna head to bed now? There are no
Yeah.
more.
Yes.
The honey sticks have been distributed.
Yes.
Okay.
Bane, bed.
you mean now?
Please. Bane.
Okay.
Get the fuck
Is
go.
that what you're gonna do?
What? Say please?
No, don't worry about it.
Hell yeah.
What am I missing?
Don't worry about it.
I'm... Okay.
Okay. So
He walks
You guys-
upstairs with like his head down. Like, he's not like, why? He's just like,
The fuck are they talking about?
what are they talking about?
so confused. I'm so.
He asked me to say please.
You guys distribute to your various rooms. And Runava, you head up into your room, and just with the way the light is coming in, all of your canvases against one wall, some painted on, some not, are kind of sort of illuminated. You can see the piece that you were working on last just laying there in your little. You don't know how to feel about it, but it doesn't feel great.
Since we're back home, will spend. It's like, finally, my paint materials and stuff. I can draw again. And she's gonna pull out her sketchbook from her travel bag, open it up, and she's gonna start painting recent stuff and decompressing.
Got it.
And things will happen later.
Perfect. You start doing all of your painting. Ritz, in your room, you put broth down on the nightstand, and he just... It's been so long since I've gotten to rest in a nice, cozy room where I didn't think we were being watched.
I forgot he talks.
What makes you feel like you're being watched?
Well, when we were in Haven, I thought Eckert knew everything we were doing, so I didn't want to talk.
That's fair. How do you feel now that we're like out of Haven, though?
Ah,
A lot safer.
like a weight is lifted off my small feathered shoulders.
Can't just talk. He's also aware.
What are your troubles? He gives him the honey stick thing.
He grabs it with a little bird foot, and he's just like, "Thank you." Like just owl nibbles on it. And then
Another.
just tell me, Master Ritz.
Yes, my son.
Interesting. I was going to ask, given, our overextended goal to increase your power to the point that you can cast any and all magics and reclaim your place as the leader of the Ritzarians, would it not be more beneficial for us to go to Haven and get more money for spells?
That's kind of what I tried to do. But the luck gods were not on my side. At least, for the most part. We
I
did
didn't
walk
mean
away.
gambling, you fool. I meant as a Drake god.
You know. Might be a mighty fine plan, though. You think we could steal a dragon? It'd be a lot easier than, infiltrating ranks. Raising one from a... Well, I mean, I'd probably want to raise one from a child. I don't know what the adults are capable of.
We should
They're
find
probably
dragon eggs. We can
We
take a
should.
dragon egg.
Hmm.
No, wait. Then a dragon will be angry at us. We should find wyvern eggs and then take a wyvern egg. That is a gamble I am willing to do.
Do you think it's safer?
Do I think it's safer than a dragon? Yes.
I've not been around many.
Oh, dragons are mean, large, dangerous, and smart. Wyverns are all of the things, but less smart, which means they are easier to trick.
We might have to embark on this journey. A good first step.
Sounds like an excellent step to me. In the meantime, and he just passes out.
Good night. And then he'll put like the other honey stick like next to it.
And then you just fucking vampire back onto the bed. Y'all go to bed. Y'all get your long rest. Not that you guys have really used any resources since you got your last long rest, but
I don't think
When did the
That's what
level up
you think.
officially
that is what I
like
think.
come in? I'm guessing like overnight.
the level up would have come in the night before you guys came into town. So you would have had it during dinner, to be frank.
During the night,
Mhm.
like 3 hours into the night or so, Renava is thinking about all of the things that had happened during a trip in Haven. And she pulls out a new canvas and she starts to paint Euros. And after like 30 minutes, it's the same weird feeling she had when painting her younger brother. And so she pulls out that painting from where she kept it in the drawer, and instead starts working on that one. And then after a little while, she takes a couple steps back and just stares at these two paintings, and just, something is not right. And
Oh.
go ahead,
No.
go ahead.
I was
No,
going
go
to
ahead.
say, you step back to take in these portraits. You have time and time and time again doodled and written and painted and dreamed of these faces since you last saw them. You know them. You know every feature. You know yours. You know Euros's horns. You know the way his eyes sparkle. You know the color of his scales. You know his teeth are straight and white. Your brother, you know the way his hair is cut. You know how pointed his ears are. You know what color his eyes are. You know the shape of his nose. Kind of hang on that idea, the shape of his nose, because you know he has a bit of a pointed nose, but that's what you know. You know the words. You know that he has a pointed nose. You know that he has almond-shaped eyes. But as you think of those words that form the image in your mind, you realize it's the words that form the images. It is not the images that form the words. Because while you know all the characteristics of them, you know the characteristics of them the way you would a character in a journal or a story. You know them conjured up from the words you've held on to for a very long time. Because you don't remember what any of them look like. You just remember what they should look like and what they've looked like the times you've drawn them. And this is the first time that that dawns on you. And so while they may be portraits of them, how accurate they are to life can never get within more than 70, 80% maybe, if you're really sticking to your guns.
Upon this realization, Renalva shuffles through her bag and pulls out the doodle that she did of Verunde. Confirms that it's her, but not her. A familiar stranger. And she takes a fresh canvas and for the next 20 minutes paints and repaints and scrapes off the medium again and applies it once again to just try and see if she could get the same essence of these people that she has loved for all of her life. And growing more and more frustrated in herself and in her painting abilities and in her inability to capture these people that she once was able to draw without even thinking about it. And she pulls out, after failing for what seems like forever, she pulls out the scrying glass and tries to scry on her younger brother.
Make an Arcana check.
Fuck! A total of 13.
It fails, but it does not fail in the manner where scrying went off. It fails in the manner where you are shown a random image. You you get to see a cliff face with waterfalls coming down it. It looks like there's a bunch of ice collecting at the bottom. Like all of the winter ice is breaking apart and making water flow. You don't recognize it. You don't see the storm wall on the horizon or in any direction, so it can't be anywhere near the crags. Your guess is it could be somewhere north or really far east on the other side of like the continent, but that's all you got. That is the vision you see through the scry glass.
And gripping the scry glass, thinking back to Eurus's voice in the vision I had, I will raise the scry glass and with my free hand cast silence, and I will just throw this scry glass at the wall. And I will just start tearing apart all of the canvases that I've drawn with my familiar strangers on them, crying and sobbing and screaming. And because of the silence spell, it does not disturb anybody in the night. And after, I believe, 10 minutes of the silence, after the 10 minutes where silence fades away, she falls to her knees, lays down on the floor, and with big globs of tears still in her eyes, she will fall asleep for the first time since coming across the storm wall, since leaving Westwood.
Yes! You fall asleep properly?
I do fall asleep properly, even
Using
despite
silence
knowing.
for a crash out. That's awesome.
Uh,
That's awesome.
As you fall asleep, there is this peace settles over the house. Even with silence cast, there was a deadness in the heart of this building for a moment, for a brief period of time in the night. And it is quiet now. Properly quiet, not silenced. The sounds of waves reach all of your ears, the gentle whoosh of the storm wall in the distance. And Selic, you had your hand up.
I was waiting for the scene to pass because
It's
when Select
going to
wakes
be a
up,
moment.
that's why I was like, I thought it was over. My bad.
Tonight, several of you have dreamed. Ritz, you don't, because you don't sleep. Selic,
I called it. I knew it.
you eat Vane's dreams, and there is a strange taste left in your mouth. It's not like it normally is from Vane. Normally there's a bitterness to Vane's dreams for sure. They're definitely not what you describe as good, but they're not bad. But they're also not usually pleasant. But this time there is something to them, some flavor that feels nostalgic, which is odd. Bella, settling down in your bed properly, going to sleep. You expect comfort, but all you are greeted with is a massive, futuristic, glorious city that you stand in the center of, entirely alone. Unlike the vision you had with everyone else, here it is dead and quiet. It is in a midpoint between whatever it was before and whenever it was when you finally stepped down there, and it was buried underground. The sky is gray and red, and all of the windows are shattered. All across the ground, broken glass, white, blue, and gray. As far as you can see, whether the tapestry made you dream of this, or whether your dreams of this made the tapestry, doesn't feel like it matters. You are not in control of this sequence. You are ushered through the city over blood with no corpses, homes with no life. And you are again standing before a massive gathering place outside of a giant tower, but now it is empty save for a single beacon of light that seems to call out to you. You feel a warmth in your chest. And you hear the words from a voice you don't know, in a language you don't recognize, but you know to mean giant with a heart of gold. And then you are before that light. All that you can see, everything that you can see, is everything that there is or could be. It feels warm, and instinctively you reach out for it and realize that it's reaching out for you. It is reaching out to you. And suddenly it doesn't feel warm in a nice way. It feels warm in the way that a fire that you're sitting too close to does. It feels warm in the way the sun feels warm when you've been outside too long and you know you're burnt and burning and dehydrating. It feels warm in the sense that you know any more exposure to it is dangerous. But you're so close to touching it. And then you hear that voice again in that language call out again with that title, Giant with a Heart of Gold. And you realize that that voice isn't the light calling out to you, it's something else. And then you hear it say, "This won't do." And you briefly, for a moment, see another hand reach in over yours. Sort of rougher, peeks out of this sort of scaled poncho jacket and pulls your hand down and away.
You said I'm
guiding
not in
you.
control.
Mm-mm.
Can I try and take control?
Currently, with your knowledge and strength, you would not be able to take control of this vision.
Okay.
Okay. You are guided away from the light by that hand. And then you feel it gently hold yours like a parent guiding a child. You can't look away from the light as you are pulled away. It is as you are being walked back another direction, you are looking towards it. And you realize in this moment, some logic comes to you, gifted to you by this vision, this apparition in your dream. This is not entirely a dream. That whatever this light is, it is reaching out, and it is reaching out for you from wherever you saw it in that vision. And that if something wasn't looking out for you, it would have taken you. Meanwhile, Runava, you have a dream. It is not a vision like Bella's, and it's not a vision like the dream you had when you found a piece of your headpiece. It is a dream. It is a nightmare. It is dark, twisting, and horrifying, and it is nothing you are unfamiliar with. You run and hide, but you can only hide so long. You fight tooth and nail as hard as you can, but you lose. Find yourself on your knees time and time again. Eventually, you are nothing but a speck on the ground. Then you feel something wrap around you, pulling all of the little pieces of you back together and holding you tight. A little growl. Not towards you, towards all of the things in the night. Saying that you are not up for grabs. You are not prey tonight. You are protected. Stelik, what do you do before bed?
So like eats dreams. And then instead of hunkering down for bed or like kind of prepping himself to go out and do his nightly routine, instead he just walks downstairs and looks out the window as he lights a cigarette. It's dark, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
And he just summons Rook. Hey,
Is it time to work?
no. The opposite, actually.
Ah, perfect. I'll rest then. He kind of just slumps on your shoulder.
Yeah, sure. Can you still hear me? You're not asleep by now. There's no way you fell asleep that fast.
Oh no, I slept while I was unsummoned. The bed was made of nails, but it worked.
I'm gonna head over to the shop and drop off all the bottles.
Do you think that little beast is awake?
No, that's how I want it.
Ah,
I think she'll try to pay me, try to give me a discount or something. I don't want the things. But, just watch my back. I assume some people are catching on about the nightly routine.
he reaches up and grabs the corners of the bag and turns it around so the eye holes are facing backwards. It goes, "Ta-da!" I can't see anything.
Oh.
Ah! He turns it back around.
I could go invisible, but I'm not gonna hide for whatever awaits outside.
Are you telling me you're not afraid?
Anything could be outside.
Hmm.
So of course I'm afraid.
Let's go drop off some bottles then, Lord Selick.
Yeah. Come on.
He hops off. He doesn't fly or sit on your shoulder. He hops off and he just walks. It's like...
He opens the door and starts walking out into the night.
You don't have to roll stealth. Because Mephi is not asleep, but is not in her shop. So you are able to easily drop off a bunch of bottles in the back.
Yeah, no. Selick literally Selick goes out to the dumpster that Mephi frequents. And he takes all the bottles and he makes sure that they're all clean, but he's gonna double check them and just presto. And now by the dumpster that she often goes to at night, Selick drops off 28 glass bottles.
Just roll a d20 for me.
Sure. Four.
Roll again.
Okay. I'll roll the actual dice. 15.
Okay. Also rolled a 4.
Oh, that's funny.
Afterwards, are you going back home?
Yep. He sends out the bottles and he's not trying to be like secretive about it at all, but he's like looking out just in case Mephi comes around. If he gets caught, he gets caught. But as he's been going out invisible through the night, he's kind of lost this sense of... He's almost becoming too comfortable, like going out in a haze, being able to just walk in the night undetected. It's almost like he's losing his guard in this way. So he wanted to take this time to walk in the night and just not be protected in this way that he normally is.
Okay.
As to not grow too soft.
You go out. You return back home.
Yep.
As you get settled up for your trance, you sit down in the room on the bunk bed above Vane, because Vane got bottom, right?
Yep.
Vane's the bottom. You get on the top.
I used to have the top bunk, but then he bitched about the fact that it was too hard to eat my dreams.
Yep. So now you're bottom, bitch.
You kind of curl up, getting ready to trance in your nice little seat. And you, as you let rest overtake you, that weird sensation from Vane bubbles back up. And before you can quench it or open your eyes even to consider it, Selick, you are asleep.
Oh. Okay. That's... Oh.
And you have a dream that's not yours.
Do tell.
It comes through in parts. Like, you're not getting the whole picture. Maybe because of dream logic, things don't fit together quite right. Maybe if you had the context for all of it, it would make sense. Or maybe it's not right because it's not yours. Maybe you're only seeing bits and pieces because it's filtered in some way. You don't know. But You get flashes of the ocean from the deck of a ship. You see what looks like a blacksmithery, like a forge, and you're looking up at people working. You're young, you're maybe an apprentice, maybe someone's kid, you don't know. You see an orphanage full of people all around you. At one point, you see a group of strangers who you all know to be friends as you're all sitting around a table having a drink. Then you're walking along down a road next to a person who you're making jokes with, and you know this person. You know that this person is Warren. You know the name. You've never met them, but this person, this name, it does come through to you, Selleck, because Vane has talked about them. Right now they look like a tiefling, but you know that they're a changeling. As they laugh and joke about something, they shape-shift to look just like Vane, and they make intentionally exaggerate some of the facial features and do a whole like face at you, and you laugh. Vane laughs. Vane's.
Oh man, it's so funny. He's so funny. Quit it!
And then something hurts. Something hurts. Right here. Not your heart. Right here, where your shoulder meets your chest. A searing hot sensation that feels like it is going to rip your collarbone in half. And then you see all of you sitting there telling jokes and stories and playing songs at amusement. All of you wake up. Selleck, you remember the dream, but you can't remember if bits and pieces are missing or why. You just remember the broad strokes as I told them to you.
Yeah.
Bella, you wake up, remembering that dream, and as you are waking, it starts to sort of fade. But you are left with knowledge that you have been protected from something.
As soon as I feel it start to fade, I reach over to the nightstand and I grab the artery and I start writing in
Okay.
well, anything I can remember.
Roll a d20 for me.
Don't fuck me now. So, am I able to add my tactical mind
No.
abilities? 7.
7. You are able to write down the beginnings. You're able to write down that you saw images that were warped versions of what you had seen in that vision from below. But by the time you get to describing the light, you can't remember why you weren't supposed to go to it. You can't remember that it was reaching back out to you, and you can't remember anything about the voice or the presence that saved you. You just know as you approached that space again, that space where you had ended the vision previously, that something bad was going to happen to you. Something made sure it didn't.
Okay.
And that's what you're able to write down. As for Vane, you wake up feeling just dandy.
Yeah, I was about to say, a normal night for me.
You had a very normal good night.
Bane pops up and like looks over the edge of the bed. Oh,
you wake up before Selleck. So Selleck is passed out, half sitting up on top of the bed. You have never seen Selleck sleep. Oh, you poke him? You totally wake him up.
Or
Or
you-
in
you,
Sleeping
like,
Beauty.
Do you like just poke him or like shake him or anything like that?
He pokes you.
Oh no, Selleck immediately like as you poke, it's just like a boop. Selleck just you see like the jaw drop a little bit, and he's just like. Hey,
Morning, Sleeping Beauty. Didn't know you did that unless the magic made you.
how'd you sleep?
Like I always do. Peaceful as could be.
Right.
Kinda hard not to. You take care of it.
Take it away. He like ponders for half a second, like looking Vane up and down. Huh. I guess I was just more tired than I thought I was. Guess I
Suppose so.
missed
Well-
home.
Well, I'll make it easy for you today. I'm a fuck off for like most of the day today. You'll get
Oh,
to know
wow.
peace.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Sure will. And he just kind of like taps the top bunk of the bed and he's like, all right. Jumps down, heads out.
Vane,
Yeah.
take it easy.
I don't think I know any other way.
Sure.
Okay, have fun, Sally. Let me know if you need anything from the store. He's like heading down the stairs.
A rod of the pack keeper would be nice.
Let me know if you need anything cheap from a store.
Sure. And Selleck sits back up and like looks at his hand and then puts an arm on his shoulder and just kind of rubs it.
You rub it, and you have a moment of like, and your silence is broken by a loud. You look over, and Rook is just like pretzeled next to your pillow, just. And then when he exhales, I'm like, there's just smoke. There's.
So climbs down the bed and then reaches over and then grabs Rook by his tail to carry him by his tail. If it wakes it up. Hey,
Dangling upside down. I'm awake. I'm awake. I was awake when you grabbed it. Oh god.
all right, he drops him. I'm making coffee.
He just stands straight up and is like, straightens out his bag.
Wait, Vane woke up. I woke up so late. Ew.
That was nice. We should do that more often. Like walks after you as you leave.
Did you also?
Well, I mean, you did it. I figured I might as well.
You can do that
I can sleep. Yeah, I can sleep.
any point.
Yeah. I don't have to.
You say we should. All right.
Well, I don't want to go to sleep when you're still awake, because then shit like what just happened happens.
You snore so loud. You have the snore of such a large creature, and you are not. How do you have
Yeah,
that
I mean,
much
you don't have to-
diaphragm power?
I don't have much of a diaphragm either. He, like, gestures to his stick-thin center.
Which means you were doing it on purpose.
What? No.
He grabs by his tail again.
Okay, I wasn't asleep. Put me down.
Nope, I'm making coffee.
He goes down with you.
Anyone who is awake sees Selleck just holding Rook upside down by his tail.
You go downstairs and Bella's definitely up. Bella wakes up first out of all of you guys.
Mhm.
Bella wakes up first of the people who sleep.
There you go. I was like,
Well, which I guess
Which was every
50-50 is not great.
Bella wakes up before Vane.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, last night it was everyone.
Yeah. But like normally for that
Mhm.
scale.
And whatever Ritz has going on probably wakes up before him.
Runava. You wake up in your room. And at first you have a moment as you're waking up where you feel so uncomfortable. Why are you so uncomfortable? You're on the floor. Why are you on the floor? Right. And then you feel sad because you remember why you're on the floor. But as you move to adjust, you push blanket. And you adjust a little more and you move pillow and blanket. You are wrapped. You have been cocooned in blankets and pillows. Every soft thing in the room, including your bed sheets, which have been pulled off, is just wrangled around you in some way, shape, or form. And surrounding this nest of softness is ripped apart canvases and scattered paint supplies. And as you sort of sit up in this state of confusion, your hair frayed and half unbraided because you didn't properly undo it before you had your crash out in this absolute state of mess that you're in, you realize that, as you said last night, there was silence, so you didn't disturb anyone. And you realize that you are wrong. Because there is someone with you who watched everything happen. And Zervi is curled up on the sheetless, blanketless bed just over the corner where you were sleeping, with the spyglass tucked under his little neck. Just watching you.
Good morning.
Mm.
Sorry. Just reach over and offer a finger for him. Kind of like how you would approach a cat.
Just grabs your whole fingertip.
Thanks.
Now that you're finally awake and he doesn't have to watch you, he kind of finally lets himself doze off. And he and the spyglass just go just boom, onto the floor. Just, does not wake him. He lands and he just...
I'll take Zervi and I'll just throw back in this nest.
You curl back into the nest, holding Zervi in your arms, and all the blankets tighten up around you. Sort of pulled in close. Ritz,
Good morning.
good morning. What are you up to?
So Ritz will, do his little vampire-esque wake up. And his eyes will widen. Broth.
Broth immediately goes from clocked to just, yes.
I felt it yesterday, but I wasn't able to express it. He rushes to the window, opens it. Well, how's the weather?
It's nice. It's a little overcast. There's some clouds coming off the storm wall and covering up the city, but there's not, it doesn't look like it's gonna rain. It just looks like it's hazy.
How's the weather looks out the window that faces the storm wall?
How's the weather? Well, it's cloudy.
He'll pull out his spell book. I felt it. Coming back to me. Witness My power. He'll shoot a lightning bolt into the clouds.
You
I cast fireball in my own room.
Guy, so you just point your wand finger out into the sky and just boom, lightning arcs out over the wall, past the slightly past the lighthouse that's on the other side of the wall that separates the city sectors, and it just crackles off and dissipates as it reaches out towards the clouds. And there is a brief moment where you look back at the clouds. Play rollies with me.
Ooh.
And they shoot back at you.
Thunder.
I was just about to do the
Six.
same thing.
6. Okay. You throw the lightning out, and for a moment, it looks not like it's going to come back at you, but it looks like it's going to just sort of meet with the clouds, and like the electricity is going to just carry off and careen into the storm wall. But it peters out before it reaches it, and it's a lightning strike for sure. It's a whole lightning bolt you throw out. But you feel like it could have been more.
We have such a
Ride
difference.
the damsel.
We have such a difference between the two wizards. One is like, I need to be loud, but I'm gonna cast silence so nobody else is affected. And Rich is like, fuck anyone who is sleeping in.
Vane, you're outside
Fuck
like 2
you,
blocks
Nightmare.
down the road, and as you're walking, there's literally just behind you a turn back, and the light goes back to normal. That definitely came from your house.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, he's doing that out the window really loud.
Well, it means he's not dead, so
Fucking hate clouds.
sounds like an on the way back issue.
It's literally the old man yells at cloud meme.
Vane, you're like, so that's a coming back issue. You just start
Skin's the
walking.
color too.
Yeah.
The echoes of Ritz being like, reaching your ears. For the rest of you, Runava in your room kind of curling up, you're like almost dozing back off, and you just hear boom, laughter from the room that is around the corner from you. Downstairs, Bella, you're like out in the kitchen as Zelik is coming down, dangling Rook. And Rook is like, no, put me down. No. Lady Bella, save me.
Jeez.
Whoa. Rook,
This is
nasty.
why you should put me down.
What was that? And then we just hear, yes! Upstairs.
Oh. Rich
I'm gonna
crack is
go-
back.
I'm gonna go nice. I'm gonna go check on him.
I'm gonna make coffee and then go out to the magic shop. Did somebody say magic shop?
Put me down.
Bella, hold this.
Put me down.
I'll take Rook with me as I go upstairs.
Why? Why do you have to enable him like this?
And then as soon as we're like out of his sight, I let him go.
Ah, you're a queen.
And then I go to Ritz's door, just boom, boom, boom.
Rook just follows after you like a kid who doesn't know what to do.
Ritz, are you okay?
Ritz like grabs his like coat, kind of like has his arm out for like broth to get on.
Broth
Just like-
dies from the static electricity.
No, broth is good.
He just like lets out a and then he like opens the door. Everything's fantastic. I must go now.
Oh, where are you going?
Shopping.
Oh, okay. That sounded really dramatic. It sounded like you were like going somewhere like away after what sounded like possibly an explosion.
Yes,
Okay.
my powers are returning.
Oh, that's great to hear. I'm
How about
happy for
yours?
you.
Well, I shouldn't say how about yours.
I haven't lost. I mean, gaining a little bit of power every day. Knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm. True.
So yeah, did you want any breakfast before you went? I was gonna, see if we could. Actually, I don't think we have anything, and anything we do have has been sitting for 2 weeks. Never mind. Get some breakfast while you're out too. Have a nice day. Do you want anyone to go out with you, or are you going out? You have like a mission. You seem like you're motivated.
I don't really know if anyone really wants to go to magic shop or.
I think I
Other
might.
place.
I think I might know someone. I think
yeah?
I might know someone who shares an interest.
Ooh.
Selleck.
Okay.
It's like, all right, well, I'll go let them know that you're heading there too, so maybe y'all can go together. All right, Rook, gotta put the act back on. I grab his tail. Come back down the stairs.
It's not an act. It's not an act. You take him down.
It is like it can Rook like see behind like is he facing behind Bella?
He would see you at some points, but he's kind of dangling because he's being held by his tail and kind of wriggling. So he doesn't ever get a clear image of anything.
He'll see a blurry like smile as he's like
God.
dangling.
Ah, this is how I die.
He's a pinata. He's a
take it.
pinata at the perfect height for broth.
No.
And he has a
Actually,
bag on his head.
I guess like really quickly.
And candy inside.
Ritz will go like towards like Runava's room.
Okay. It's literally like you turn right and walk 5 feet.
Just little knock with his like wand.
Just the
I looked out at Zerby, who is passed the fuck out. Fuck.
His like ear starts to like press against the door just to see if he hears anything.
Slowly untangle myself from the nest, and I will open the door just a
you
crack.
like step over canvases and stuff to the door.
Open it just a crack. Yes.
I'm visiting the markets to empower myself. Would you like to join?
No.
All right. Turns around, starts walking.
I go back to the nest.
You go back to the nest. You basically just like do the like you did the animation of getting up and getting out, and you do the exact reverse to just like in. You join Bella and stuff like downstairs.
Oh, well, he's still upside down. I thought you would have
Well, yeah.
let him
you
go.
can- What? I would never go against your wishes.
I
I'm
wish
sorry,
you would.
I can't lie to you. I put him down as soon as we went upstairs.
And then you know that she picked me back up.
Yeah, so I could keep the illusion back up.
Why did you drop the illusion immediately then?
Well, because
believed
I
you.
felt bad for him, but then I wanted you to believe that, because he was still. I was assuming you were doing this as some kind of punishment for
Yeah.
something he had done.
Have enough.
Okay, like
I do. All right. He just like summons Rook back onto his shoulder. That's what you get for snoring.
oh that
The blood was
that-
rushing to my head.
Okay.
My bag
I'm
was
sure
gonna
it was.
explode.
I'm sure it was. All right. Coffee's being made, and I'm heading to the magic shop. Why was there an explosion?
Fritz is getting his powers back.
Yeah. The Dark Wizard was showcasing his great and terrible power.
Right. Okay. Does the Dark Wizard want some coffee? I can assume how he will take it.
Am I
Dark.
downstairs yet?
Yeah,
No,
right.
yeah, I said you came
Oh.
downstairs.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I was just being quiet because I thought y'all were.
Yeah, you're here. You're in this conversation.
What did Dark Wizard?
How do you want your coffee?
Dark.
Yep. All right. I'm going to the magic shop.
I'll be right behind you.
Oh, you're coming with?
Unless you prefer me to wait a few minutes and then you go and then I go, but I'm going there anyway.
I mean, yeah, why not?
All right.
Sure.
All right, you guys.
There's eggs in that coffee. It's cowboy coffee.
Eggs in that coffee.
Gosh, you fucker!
It's cowboy coffee.
All right, we're gonna go
It's not
down the
cowboy
list
coffee.
here with the day events.
I
We're gonna start with Vane.
got like a whole grocery list, so you're gonna
You
have
go to
check
the
it.
All House.
I do.
It's
was-
decently busy in the morning. It's not the busiest time until it gets closer to noon, but it is decently busy as you pull up.
Well, I was gonna do the human thing and, ask to talk to her on her lunch break or something, because I feel like it'd
You're not
be
a
really
human.
stupid to have this conversation at the All House.
That's fair. but that's
While
where
she's
she
on the
is right
register.
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vane pops in and she's like, "Hey,
Hi, you're back.
I'm not dead, despite the
I
world
could tell
trying."
that from the fact that you were back.
Uh,
If you were back and dead, it'd be really concerning. I guess possible though. The tall yellow guy. He's not a necromancer, is he? He's got that vibe, kind of, about him.
Vane goes to answer no, and then his face kind of like, not yet.
That doesn't inspire confidence.
I don't have confidence.
Glad to see you.
Coffee at lunch. I feel like I gotta catch you up on some shit.
Sure, that'd be great. I can do lunch at 11.
Works fine. I gotta make some stops anyway.
See you in a couple of hours.
Cool.
You head out. She just goes back to helping like the next customer.
She's sitting there like, hee hee, date number 2.
Coffee for lunch. Wow, he
I'm gonna
came
kill
and he's gonna
myself.
have
I'm gonna
coffee
kill
with me on
myself.
my
I wonder
work
if he's
gonna
gonna
kill myself.
propose.
I hate
Oh my
this.
god, no, he is not.
I need you all to realize that above the table, I had to talk to Cryo before session to be like, I don't want to have this conversation.
You had a conversation about not wanting to have a conversation.
I was like, what do I have to do to get out of this? They were like, you're gonna have to rock this one, buddy.
Vane, where are you going next?
Unfortunately, I had one other thing on my
Yeah.
stops.
So, you will get there a few minutes before Selic and Ritz.
Great.
And Bella, if Bella wanted to tag along. I don't know what you were planning. Okay, Selic and Ritz. Even with your diversion to the All House, it didn't take too long, and the All House was already on the way. So
Yeah.
it's you'll still be a few minutes ahead of the spooky boys as you head in. You head in and you see Rolo in the back at his attendant. It's really quiet in here today. There's like literally one person, so he's just like quietly filling out a ledger, and there's like the ding ding, and immediately transitioning from this, he just hello, and like the quill goes flying off to the side and then stops just above the ground and floats back over and up to his hand and just welcome to Rolo's Mythical Magics. What can I do for you?
Had a successful job. Would love to look at maybe some of your knives, because it's the only thing I can wield.
Ah, yes, of course. Come along, come along. He presents a case to you and he's like, there's only 3 knives right now. And he's like, but wait. And he cranks a little lever on the side, and then they just rotate, and there's 3 new knives.
I thought you were just gonna say they kind of just spin.
they rotate dramatically.
What do we got, Craig?
Ta-da!
What do you got for me?
What do I got for you?
What do you got?
Well, if you're looking for knives, in that case, you got the basic +1s and +2s.
I already got a +1. I don't think I'm ready for. I don't think I'm ready for 2s yet.
You can't afford a +2 yet,
Good
but
to know.
also you're not. I don't think you're ready for it.
Ready.
I don't think you're ready.
Stop! We
God
do
damn
this
it.
too much.
I'm sorry. It's a good. Okay. You also have in the definitely out of your price range version. There's a dagger of venom, which reading the description, when you hit somebody with it, you can then trigger it to do poison. Like it just innately magically has poison as an option, which you read and immediately you're like, oh fuck yeah, because that's kind of your shtick.
Thane has it and then goes, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck no.
You then also have a glass carver. It's
Okay.
not much better than your current +1 dagger. However, it does allow you to just perfectly cut through glass without making a sound or like risking it shattering. So it can literally do that like heist movie thing where you just shink and like perfectly cut out a section of glass. And then it can weld the glass back into place if you do the same motion backwards.
Wonder if he takes exchanges.
Wonder if he takes exchanges. Goodness. There is also
That's
a
no.
dagger. There is also a dagger of light, which allows you to cast the light cantrip at will and glows. It just counts as a magical weapon. It's not a whole lot going on.
Basically, your moon touch in a way.
Basically, as you look through all of this, it's either out of your price range or it's kind of middling. Yeah, like nothing crazy. And Rolo is kind of standing nearby because you are one of 2 customers who's in here currently, and the other customer is just flipping through a catalog. And he kind of like leans into you and is like, I take it you're not feeling any of this. Give me the idea by how you're reacting that you are not feeling any of this.
I mean, the glass carver is really interesting, but
it's very, very interesting. It's, you know.
Bane does have a moment of just like, how much would it cost if I traded in a plus, like if I sold you a +1 but then bought the
Oh, that's a very easy exchange. They're very similar in value. I might even be willing to just accept the trade.
Does it lose the +1 or for the glass carving ability?
The glass carver. Hang on, I just had that bitch.
Because you said it's basically a +1. Like it's not much. It's basically not much better than the +1.
It does not give you a +1. So it is still magical, and it is still the same rarity as a +1, but it doesn't give you the +1. It just gives you the glass abilities.
You know what? I'll take that. In all honesty, I've got magic.
Okay.
I've got magic to cover that up.
Fair enough. You'll trade for the glass carver?
Mhm.
Okay. You should just be able to do that. I think you can just add that to your inventory.
I
don't
can,
think
yeah.
have to do anything. Yeah, add the glass carver and remove your +1 dagger.
I was like, now that I've got a pretty solid touch cantrip, I'm not imagining I'll super need to touch attack, you know?
As you do the trade, Rolo's like, well, I'm very, very sorry that I didn't have more to interest you. Is there anything particular you're hoping for, or...
I don't know, I've got kind of a special brand of magic that shops don't really serve to particularly well. Light on my feet.
Unique kind of magic. Light on your feet. Do you need to be... you're a caster. Do you need any kind of protection or defense? But you are using daggers. Are you... Are you one of the roguish types?
Kind of. Daggers are kind of my backup versus... like, he does kind of hover one of the tethers out, and he's like...
Oh my. Isn't that interesting? Like a magic yo-yo. Boing. He's like, well, if you'd like, I have a cloak of elvenkind in stock. I know that one's quite popular with your folk. Sort of your shtick. Makes you very sneaky. I don't know if that's any help to you.
I mean, it helps if I can get around. A lot of what I need to do is be able to get in and out of fights, or stay out of fights, so that I can help support my team as good as possible.
Support your team. Ooh, support. I do know one thing that's very good for support. Hang on. Goes back and he ruffles under the thing and he pulls out a little case and he pops it open. And there are all of these stones that are shaped like various little animal heads. And then just stones of good luck. Not just a carnival trinket, actually magic. They do improve your luck. Above the table, stones of good luck add +1 to all of your saving throws and ability checks.
Is it a burn?
It's an
Is it like a one-time use, or is it basically just...
It's an attunement. It's an uncommon attunement item.
Damn, that's so solid.
If you are looking to be more supportive, nothing is more supportive than making sure you stay safe while you are supporting. Being a little extra lucky and quick on your feet, that would do it.
Extra luck is exactly what I need today. And it kind of like looks at... Because they're just like various animal heads, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do we got?
He has a couple of hawks. The most common one is different cats. Like, it's just different breeds of cats. He also has a single wolf, a few boars, or some kind of pig. And then roll me a d6 for this last one. We'll just see what this last one is.
Yes.
An iguana.
Bane like looks at the single wolf and single iguana, because those are the only ones that are just solos, right?
Yep.
I'm very lizardy, so he picks it up and he goes, "How's the wolf?"
Perfectly fine with me.
How much is that gonna run me?
Sorry,
Grab?
he's more vivacious than that. Perfectly fine with me.
How much is that gonna run me?
Oh, that will run you 110 gold.
Right. If I maybe wanted to pair with that cloak of elvenkind, do you think you could give me a deal?
If you also wanted a cloak of elvenkind? Well, cloak of elvenkind and there's two of them. This was 110. Cloak of elvenkind I want to do for 120. I'd be willing to pair them up for 200.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can do that, no problem.
In that case, he opens up a little cabinet behind him. As he opens it up, it looks like an ever-stretching closet of clothes that just suddenly like rush either direction, like they're on pulleys. And then
That's
it
so
comes to
cool.
a stop, and he just casually reaches in and pulls out the Cloak of Elvenkind. And it's just like, there you are.
Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, he hands over
As-
200.
As you hand over your money and he hands the items over to you, there's a ding, and he just, as it leaves his hands, he just, hello! And coming in, sure enough, Selic, Ritz, you enter Rolo's mythical magics.
Dude, today's been great since Vane is nowhere to. Ah, damn it.
Oh.
Fellas!
He doesn't actually say.
Good to see you, my magic man.
Oh, I know, it's always good to see me. Hello! Hello!
I thought you said I wouldn't see you. Not you, Magic Man. The other Magic Man.
I said I'd be fucked off for the day. I didn't know he was heading to the same place.
Where else
Right.
would I be? This is the perfect place.
You know,
the
knowing
problem
you, that's
with
actually
fucking off is if you fuck off to the same places, you've just fucked off together.
Hmm.
I would not like to use that terminology. As many, including points over it, Vane would enjoy using.
Points at the fourth wall.
Points at
what
the
just Noah
fans.
would-
That will never happen!
coward. Well, you'll be happy to know that I just finished shopping here. Rolo was willing to wield me a hell of a deal. I just fucking realized. God damn it.
You just what?
I just realized I got a cloak of Elvenkind. I wear a permanent cloak.
That's also why he thought you would like a cloak, because you already have one. Thought you just
Double
magic.
cloaking it up.
He's double cloaked up
So
on Tuesday
stupid.
afternoon.
I'm so stupid.
You can
Fuck.
modify it. Wear it as like a
like a poncho.
yeah, like a poncho. I was just gonna wrap around your waist.
I was waiting for you to notice the whole time. I'm
so tired and I like being sneaky, Cryo.
I know, it was the perfect trap.
Why did you buy a cloak?
I don't know. Fuck. Can I
Also,
get
it
a
was a final.
for sale?
I'm kidding. If you would like something else, you still haven't even left the shop.
Is there a Boots of Elvenkind? There's like a thing that does the same thing, right?
Boots of Elvenkind are you advantage on stealth checks, and you
You make no noises when you walk.
yeah you make no noises while walking.
So it's not exactly the same as the Cloak of Elvenkind, but it's similar.
Bane has a moment of just. I always forget because I never take it off. You got boots? And he like holds up the cloak.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually just sold the last pair of boots of Elvenkind. Unfortunately, I don't have any boots of Elvenkind. No, I definitely don't have any boots of Elvenkind.
Wait, Magic Man.
Bane sets the
Vane
cloak down
also
and 2
doesn't take
extra
off his
gold.
boots.
He does that and 2 extra gold, and he's like, "Such a shame that you just sold the last ones."
But Vane, you never
He
take
takes
off
the
your
Cloak of
shoes.
Elvenkind and the 2 gold back. He's like, such a shame, this would have been 20 gold cheaper than the cloak you bought. And he puts it and closes it. And then he just slides the boots out to you. I'll let you pick
Nice.
something that's 10.
What's 10?
Take a look around the common knickknacks.
And a spoon that turns into a fork.
He does have
Do
that.
this to me.
He does.
No
And
one
then he
understands.
turns to the 2 of you while Vane goes to look at some of the common magic items and is just like, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Such a bastard.
Here to browse your spell scrolls really quickly. I already have an idea of what I want.
Of course, you know where they are. He points to the big, like, armoire thing that's set up full of scrolls and the catalog of scrolls in front of it.
Run a
well,
keeper. It'll be a lot easier. It'll be faster than the 15 spell scrolls.
Yeah, just tell me what you're telling me.
I just want one.
Oh,
What do
really?
you want?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Augury.
Augury?
I heard Pogger.
Poggery.
Poggery.
I hate this.
Yeah, they're. Augury is one that's not usually on spell scrolls, so play rollies with me. We're doing that a lot this session, but let's do it again.
Oh, god damn it. 8.
18. So they don't
Damn.
currently have augury as you go through,
This isn't the perfect place anymore.
but it
My
is listed
socks!
in the catalog as he has had it before and he can order it.
He'll go up to the counter. And I assuming like you're done? Bro?
I haven't even fucking bought my thing.
Oh, go ahead.
You're done by
You're
not
done
buying
here.
a thing?
I decided.
As Ritz is perusing the spell scrolls, he just
You come
wrote a
walking up.
packkeeper.
Before you can even say it, like you come walking up and you're like, bruh, and Rolo's just like, you want a rod of the Pact Keeper, I remember. And he like pulls a drawer open and out of it just 3 rods, almost like they were like compressed in hydraulically, just kind of like up. And he just, can I interest you in a more advanced version of one? It's the +2. Like,
How much is it?
oh, it's just 1,200.
Yeah, sure. I'll be sure to pick that up when I'm not as broke.
Completely understandable. He puts it back in and then he pulls out a slightly less shiny ornamental one. Just Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Right.
500 gold, if you please.
I thought it was a lot cheaper last time.
How
I
much?
thought wasn't it
cheaper?
3? That was 350, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
May have been.
I made a note.
You guys had
I don't have
discount.
500 gold. I made you the same. You gave me the amount.
Give me a second. Oh, that is
350.
what he gave you then. Oh, I had a. One day it's this price, the next it's that. Small businesses.
He's just like, you said 350 last time.
Or no, that's me making.
Oh.
a mistake. You'd say 350. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's like,
350 gold.
yeah. And, do you have any, I don't know, non-magical tomes?
Like a journal? Like a book?
Sure, a book that doesn't have any writing in it.
Well, all of the books I have that don't have writing in them yet will have writing in them. They're all spell books that I'm filling in. I could sell you one, but it probably won't be as cheap as if you just bought them from where I buy them from, if you'd like.
Where do you buy them from?
I actually have this. Hang on.
This
No.
lovely lady named Susie.
Well, you could go get them you could go get journals at the All House, but if you want something a bit more well bound, a little more fancy and immaculate, there is a bookstore that also sells sort of bound pages. Pages by Eileen. It's if you head down towards the forges, but make a left before then, near the jewelry shops.
Okay. Well, oh, I have this. I still have my coupon.
Oh, good God. You still have that?
Yeah.
I want you to know, I believe I mentioned all of this to you when you came in here the first day. These are supposed to be sort of inaugural to your arrival as a celebration of you showing up.
Oh, I haven't really met about a lotion.
Okay.
About a fishing rod.
I and some of the other shopkeepers may be willing to still take this, but you should really use it very soon. Oh, are you using it now on the rod?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. In that case, he just gives you back 35 of the 350 gold.
Thank you, Crab, for making that assumption. I thought it was you got one. It was like you get one purchase with it.
He mentioned back in session 1 because Ritz was like, "We'll just you use yours now, and I'll keep mine, and when we come back in a few months, I'll use it again." And Rolo was like, "That's not what this is for."
I don't think Zelix went to the magic shop there. Yeah, because he was at the he went to the
Yeah, you were with Vane at the Mephies. Yeah.
So it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
I apologize, didn't know, but I appreciate you making the exception. Takes back 35, so it's 315. Is that math right?
Yep. 315.
315, and I have myself
A rod of
God, 315. He just takes the rod and just does a little twirl. Cool.
All right.
Thanks.
And
Ritz.
what about you, my fellow magic man? Pointing at Ritz.
Well, yeah, you seem to be out of augury, unfortunately. I could have that on back order.
Oh. Well, I don't... Augury is not one that I usually carry. I usually have that one special ordered.
Ooh. Would that cost extra?
Oh, it is a small charge. It's just a percentage of the total cost of augury. So the spell scroll itself, the spell scroll itself usually only runs about 70 gold or so. It's not the most vivacious of spells, but because not many people buy it, I tack on an extra 5 gold as part of the process. Getting somebody to come and prepare a whole spell scroll, or getting all the materials I need to prepare a whole spell scroll for it.
All right. Sorry, how much is it with like the extra?
75.
Okay. Sure. All right, that'll be fine.
Perfect.
Well, I have you. Curious. What is your wand selection looking like? Or maybe
My wand selection.
Or maybe a robe.
You're asking me my wand selection right now, off the cuff. You son of a bitch! I didn't have this ready.
What is?
I was.
Give me the entire list of everything that you have ever.
I'll kill you, Ritz. I'll kill you, Ritz, with that. I'll do it now. Rocks will fall from my ceiling.
There was a short that went out today that said, "Are you that player?"
Or staff. Staff.
Ritz, for the sake of brevity, he's got a wand of magic detection, a wand of magic missiles, a wand of pyrotechnics, a wand of smiles, and a wand of scowls.
What about cloaks?
He's got. Okay. For the sake of my sanity,
Pulse.
send me a list of what you're interested in.
Just that one thing I suggested here.
Okay.
Pretty much. Like, or well, those two things. If at all.
Oh, this specific cloak. He looks at it. He just, ooh, that's what you're interested in. I don't have one now, but I do know that they are. Ooh. I know where I can get some, so I'll put an order in. I might as well stock up any. I'll buy myself a whole little trio. They can get here in a week and a half.
Okay. Works for me.
Perfect. Once they get in, it'll run you. Oh, I see why you want this one.
Yep.
Good solution.
Yep.
Once it gets in, it'll run you 130 gold.
I can do that.
Perfect. I'll see you then, my good friend.
Take care, brother.
And away you go.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of this shop. Get out of this shop, please.
I go and I buy a book from the place.
Pages by Eileen.
You
I
know,
still
just
need
give
the
me that.
10 gold thing. But it's whatever. Fuck it.
We can just reveal what you got
Yeah,
when you're
we'll discuss
hanging out
that
with
later.
Susie next session. Look at cute common magic like trinkets and tell me any that interest you.
Oh wait, how much was the luck stone?
110.
He'll buy that.
Go buy a luck stone.
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
Oh, wait, didn't they say that our reward for our quest would be at our house?
Yeah, Lance said he would deliver it in the morning. It wasn't
Cool,
there.
nice.
It is not currently there yet. So
Cool. Well, I'm still at the house in case Lance comes knocking.
okay. Selleck, you head to Pages by Eileen. Inside, you go in, and there is just a gnomish woman who is standing on like a stool slash like step behind a counter. This place is just packed to the fucking brim with books. It's like those tiny shops that you see on Pinterest or Instagram that are just racked with books all the way, stacked up even in places where books should not be because they just need to be space for them because this is a very small space and a fucking library's worth of books and journals.
You walk in and you immediately are like, "Where's the bathroom?" The Barnes and Nobles, you always have to take a poop when you walk in.
Oh my gosh.
Selleck walks up to the counter.
Hi,
Hi,
what can I do for you?
I'm looking for a book with a lock.
Like a blank book with a lock so you can write in it, or like you want a story and you just want me to put a lock on it?
No, a blank book with a lock, please.
Okay. She just reaches up and pulls like a whole stack of books so they lean way over, and then she just like bops one of them out of the middle like a Jenga block and smacks them all down, and then leans it back up and picks it up, and it's just like, there you go. How's that? It's just a black and brown leather bound book about maybe a little under an inch thick with a lock.
Cool. Yeah, I'll take it. How much?
Oh, 20 gold?
20. Is it magical in any way, or is it the lock that's making it go up so much?
Yeah, no, you say the command word and it opens.
Oh. I'm not looking for anything with the command word. I just need a normal lock, if that's
You
okay.
normal lock? Hang on. Yeah. Boom! Like punches another book out with this book, and then leans it back up again and just, there you go. That one will be 5 gold.
Oh, thank you. He tosses over. He gives 6 gold.
The key will be 2.
Gives her 1 more.
Hey, I was kidding. The key's on the back. It's tied to the back.
Oh, I lost 2 gold.
I mean, you
So
can have
sad.
it back if you want.
So sad. What will I do without my 2 gold? He takes the book and just like takes the key off. What will I do? Starts to walk away.
Bye! And you just leave.
There we go.
That was Eileen. Eileen, everybody.
Eileen, everybody.
Woo!
She's 2 gold richer. Cool.
Back at home, Bella, you finish cleaning up everything, and you are alone. It's quiet.
I wonder when Lance is gonna come by. The rewards and stuff. Anyways, I sort of sit down and then like mentally start planning out my day as I'm drinking a cup of coffee. And I'm going to, as I start thinking, I pull out the Vicious Bane, the two short swords. I sort of look at them, look them up and down, and I am going to put them in my bag of holding. Actually, I'll put them on my sides. Like I'm assuming they're both in sheaths.
Yeah.
So I just like attach them both to my my belt on either side, and I'll with a streak of genius in my head, I head upstairs. I go and I knock on Runava's door. Boom, boom,
Runava,
boom.
you're like half asleep, curled up between one of your like many moments of like half awake, half crying. There's the doom doom, and Zervi, who's now had a little rest, is like, eh. And there's another slight knock, just like to make sure you heard, and Zervi just.
Hey Runava, it's me.
Did you need something?
Yeah, kind of. Is this a bad time? Sorry.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, are you sure I could leave?
What did you need?
Could you open the door?
Heavy sigh. I think Runava.
You just watch Runava's shadow like moving under the door and getting everything in place. And then like two legs standing in front of the door for a minute.
Opens it a little bit. Yes?
Hey, so I don't know if you remember, I got these swords. I pull them out. These the short swords from down in the depths, in the caves. And it was scary. And these are pretty strong. I told you what to do already, but like it's regardless, that whole experience, and while we were there, it makes me think of you, and so I was gonna ask if, because you're a talented artist, if I could commission you to design a rework of these hilts, because there's not really I don't know if you've seen my weapons. They kind of have I have the long sword that I take off my back, and then I reach into the bag of holding and pull out Tempest as well, like show off the hilts, and like I was like the similar style. I sort of follow like a theme. I sort of like this kind of the kind of my weapons. And if you could maybe like do something like that, because I like your art, and also it would be meaningful because it may make me think of you, and you would be the one who sort of designed what they look like.
I could. I mean, I mainly do paintings, and sometimes I paint on furniture, but I could try.
Yeah, sure. It doesn't have to be anything like extravagant. Just like, as long as it's yours.
Sure. Yeah, I could do that.
All right. How much gold would you like?
I'll get back to you on that.
All right. And do you need them? I don't think just two short swords. If you want them, I could hand them to you.
No, it's all right.
Okay.
Actually, allow me to hold it so I can get a feel for its length.
Sure.
Kind of reach a hand through the crack of the door. Disappears into the room. I just study it for a moment. And then I give it back to you. Right. Do you have a deadline? Oh.
No. I just have one rule. And I give this rule to any blacksmith or artisan or artist that I commission. Make sure you have fun while you're doing it and enjoy the process. If you end up not enjoying the process at all at any point, just tell me it's not working out. I won't feel any kind of way. If you're not having fun, then I'm wasting both of our times.
Sure. I can definitely give it a try.
Of course. Just, let me know. And if I ever ask for any updates, I just want you to know that's not me rushing you. I just get excited about things like this.
Right.
All right. Well, are you going to be sticking around the house? I sort of just take a second and look you up and down and your projected emotional state and the fact that you're still tired at this time in the morning and just you have a rough night?
Yeah. Decompressing.
Do you want me to make you any coffee or tea or anything?
No, I'm alright. I'm just going
Okay.
to take more naps.
All right. Wait, hold on. Stay right there. And I run downstairs. And then I come back a minute later, slightly slower up the stairs with a tall glass of water. Just hand it to you.
Thanks.
Of course. Well, I'll be here, and I'm gonna be here up until whenever Lance comes to drop off our stuff. I'll be downstairs waiting. So, let me know if you need anything.
Right.
All right. Thank you.
Just close the door. I'll go back to my nest.
You close the door, you try to go back to the nest, and you see Zervi, fed up with the noise and you moving, has grabbed one of your shirts off the floor, walked over to the tiny crevice between your bed and your nightstand that he should reasonably not be able to fit into, and then he just thumps in with the shirt, and you just hear a really kind of angry oh.
Yeah.
And then you curl back up into the nest.
Yeah.
Real quick, 2 more things are going to happen. First, Vane, you wait at that cafe near the All House, and Susie comes out around 11 and just big wave your way, and then comes over and is just joins you at one of the outdoor seats. You haven't sat at the outdoor seats before, because when you came here for the dates, you were inside. So she sits down. She's like, it's a nice morning. Overcast.
Yeah, I mean, we got we got absolutely reamed on the way home.
She does a little 2 to the clerk inside, who immediately starts getting coffees ready. And just, oh yeah, you got rained on? Yeah, no, it rains a lot around here, especially if you're closer to the storm wall, which I guess makes sense. It's a giant wall of storms. But, you gotta like wet weather if you live in Cloud Breach.
Yeah, no, we missed amusement. We ended up celebrating a few days late. I didn't live in an area that celebrated amusement. That's a Shade Step thing, right?
It's a Shade Step thing exclusively. So that was probably the first time you've ever heard of it.
The merchants told me all about it. I might have tagged a cart that's going back to Haven right around now.
Oh, They had some of the dark elves from Shade's Step come in and play for folk here at the cafe. So I came by and I sat for most of the evening and listened. It was nice. Cool.
It's
Never had
interesting.
holidays like that where I'm from, so
Yeah, I mean, I think we did, but I never really celebrated any of them.
That's one of the best things about Cloud Breach, honestly, is you don't have to worry about like, oh, is that a Stonekeeper holiday or a Yubua holiday? It's just everything is people holidays.
Yeah. You've got such an interesting perspective, or maybe I do, and that's why yours seems interesting to me. And it's kind of what I want to talk about. I got kidnapped twice in like 2 weeks.
Oh.
We almost died a lot.
Okay. Stormridden,
Yeah.
Kidnapping's not a normal one though. The almost dying I could see. Kidnapping is surprising bit.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it?
It made me realize that I'm not really in a spot to date because I could die any day.
Oh.
But listen. Your perspective. I have always had such a interest in the people and the stories that they have, and I grew up in the seediest regions. I learned more from bar patrons than I ever did from anybody who lived a normal life. And I think your stories are interesting, and I don't want the context of non-romance to ruin the fact that I find you intriguing. I'd like to still be able to get coffee and talk. I've also never really done this before. I'm sorry.
That was really clear when you followed up I don't want to date you with I find your perspective interesting.
Yeah.
Not usually how you do this kind of conversation.
I'm not used to it.
It's okay. That's fine. People get rejected all the time. It happens.
But
it's normal.
That's the thing. It doesn't change my opinion of you, which is good. I just simply realized that
Vane.
Yeah.
Not changing your opinion of me
sounds worse than yeah.
It sounds, because then you're saying like, oh, I went on a date with you. Even though I wouldn't.
No, I understand what that sounds like now. I meant
it's not. I'm just saying you're clearly not used to this, and I'm giving you some advice. Don't say half the things you said.
Gotcha.
What you want to say is the dates were fun. I had fun. I enjoy hanging out with you, but I'm just not romantically interested in you. Or I'm not ready for a relationship. Or you're not what I'm looking for romantically. Like something that doesn't lead into discussions about my perspective or interest or personality. Because then I get introspective, and that's not what you want out of this kind of conversation.
The point is that I'd still like to be friends. I'd still like to hear more of how you grew up, because it sounds so different than mine, and how you see everything else, because that's cool. I don't even get that from my party. They're messes.
Stormridden usually are. Nobody leaves home to go be an adventurer if they have a normal, happy home life. I mean, it might be a happy home life, and they leave because it's not normal, Or it might be normal but not happy, and then they leave. They're not happy. But no normal happy person decides to go be a Stormridden. Which is okay. Normal is boring. Which is why I don't get out a lot.
I don't
But
think
I
you're boring.
appreciate that you think I'm. I would love to get coffee with you when you're in town.
Right.
And I hope that my goo goo eyes did not be off-putting at all at any point. You're just pretty.
They weren't off-putting. I appreciate the compliments. It is. I think I've heard this before. It is 100% me, and it isn't you.
Ooh, it's not you, it's me. That's another one you really want to avoid. It's okay now because you're like a puppy that's confused and we're getting you through this, but just a note, don't use that one.
Noted.
It's okay. My broken heart will mend over time.
Oh,
That
don't
one
say
date
it
we
like
shared will forever be in my memory, but it's
Oh,
okay.
you're
It will
killing
be
me.
a bittersweet
You're
one.
killing me.
Eventually, I'll get over this and I'll learn to love again. Like the barista brings out the 2 coffees and she puts yours in front of you.
Just poison it.
You told me about how you almost got kidnapped twice. Tell me about how you almost died.
Oh, God. There was dynamite.
Holy shit. She like listens to the story, and at one point she does kind of interrupt you to just be like, Bane.
Yeah.
I just want to reassure you.
Uh,
I'm a 32-year-old woman. I've been rejected before. I'm okay. Also, did Cersei threaten you?
no.
Oh my god. And she like leans back. Meanwhile, Bella, you're sitting out getting everything set up, just being like, just waiting for that you hear a boom 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 at the door.
Who is it?
It's Lance!
Okay. I'll go over to the door.
He's sitting there and he's like,
You okay?
I overslept.
Oh,
I overslept.
okay. I mean, that's fine.
I'm 4 hours behind on everything.
Oh, that sounds less fine.
Oh, it's not. It's not. It's really bad.
Yeah. I mean, at least you're not behind for us.
You're all still here, and I'm giving you all your reward before anything else. Like I
I'm
said, I
still
do.
here.
God damn it.
Oh, is that not okay?
No, that's fine. Take the B
Am I
plus.
not enough, Lance?
Take the B.
Okay, thank you. To the bag of holder.
And then he pulls out a bag and he just. This is a bag of holding because I couldn't be bothered to bring everything by actual hand because I slept that too.
Sure.
He just turns the bag over and it just dumps out 4 coin bag, or not 4. Why did I say 4? It dumps out 5 coin bags and just out on the floor. Then he just he shakes it more, and something like wedges, and he just, God damn it! Can you grab that?
You need to. Okay. I got it.
This is why the openings have a size limit. Yeah, are you wearing your chest plate?
Yeah.
He's like, I need a little bit more leverage. Can I like foot on like your abdomen, or you like foot on mine?
Can I just try and get it?
Sure.
I
It's
just-
opened
oh.
all the way already.
Oh,
Yeah. That's why you guys are like pulling. No, it's stuck. The thing it's stuck in the mouth of the bag of holding. That's why he's pulling like that.
I try and push it back in and rotate it to get it at a better angle.
Okay. Make me.
The most
Give me a sleight of
important
hand
roll.
check.
Oh man.
Well, you can make athletics if you just want to try and pull it out. That's what we were gonna
Let's
do.
go.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
we were
okay.
gonna do. Then you
That's why I tried doing. You were like, it's stuck, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I have to find a new solution. Athletics. It's cocked. Okay, 23.
23. You're like, you do a little finagling, and then you're just like, okay, you try and pull, and Lance grabs again. You both pull, and finally just, and you both kind of fumble back. As just a chest comes out.
Oh gosh.
Fuck. Okay. Cool. I wasn't carrying
This is
that.
a whole
Here.
chest.
He ties it off. Yeah, it's a chest.
How did you fit that in there?
With difficulty.
Okay, clearly.
And not a lot of consideration for getting it out.
What, you could have just like put it on like a wagon or like pulled it behind you.
I would have had to go get a wagon. I am 4 hours behind, Bella.
That's true.
I have so much paperwork I have to do.
In the future, if something like this happens, you can sort of mail us or let us know, just like, hey, actually come back to my office and pick up your stuff so that you can save some time.
That would have been so awesome to think of before I did this.
Okay, well, for the future.
Okay. Here's the key. Ding. He just holds it up.
Great. Thank you. Can we keep the
Alright.
chest?
Can you keep the chest? Yeah, you can keep the chest.
Great. Cool.
Yeah.
Great chest.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, I gotta go. And he like turns and like sprints out and like jumps past all of your guys' stairs that go up to the door and immediately just like skids to a stop and starts running down the road.
Amazing. I check in the bag.
Renava out your window, you just see Lance just down the road.
I check in one of the little bags.
You don't. You're on the floor. You check in one of the little bags. Each of you got paid 250 gold. For a grand total of 1,000 for the squad.
Let's go. We're going back to the magic shop.
Okay. Oh, I have to go back.
And then
And?
you go to the chest and you pop it open and it swings open. And there are just all of these like wrapped little bags. And as you open them, each one of them has a bunch of soaps and lotions. And each one of them has like a lantern. You pull it out. You like click it and it and the whole root, you like click a little switch on it and it lights up this blue-green light that just fills the entire room immediately. As it lights up, there's a glow that comes from your chest plate. Because these are lanterns of detect magic.
Whoa.
And so as you have that little reward and you're like, whoa,
I take it because this was something that I was thinking of doing anyways, as I'm like sitting there like, whoa. And I turn it and I point it towards or bring it closer to the tapestry.
Oh, you turn it to the tapestry. You
Yeah.
lift it up and the whole room is illuminated and you swing it in the direction of the tapestry. And the tapestry does not light up.
Okay, space.
It is not magical.
It's
Just a
cool as hell.
But there is a light coming from the bottom of the mantelpiece in the fireplace.
Oh, does this
I'll
thing
lean
turn
in.
on magically?
You
Lean in.
move some of the soot aside, and there is a little rock.
Dust it off.
It looks so much like a sending stone you found recently.
Well. Uh-oh. That's no good.
As you find this little rock.
Take out the other one.
Oh,
Hello?
you say hello into this one. This one doesn't talk. The left hand doesn't talk as you say
Oh.
hello. And then a voice responds out of the one in your right hand.
God damn it.
Ah, you're home. I was wondering when you'd get here. I've been listening for a little while now. You're the ones who killed Dane, right? And then, out of words, the one in your left hand speaks. I want you to know. You might feel safe there behind your walls. But there's nowhere I can't find you. And then, the sending stone in your right hand explodes. And I need you to make a dex save.
Ooh.
Natural one.
Bella, you're sitting here like, what
Our
the
new
fuck?
tapestry!
You just fucking you take 9 points of damage, and you are deafened for the next minute as you were within 5 feet of this. It doesn't damage your guys' entire room. It's not like a pipe bomb that blows up your house.
There was a bomb!
It is like a flashbang grenade that you are holding in your hand as it explodes.
get mailed one.
And you have a moment of just like, ah. And the other stone in your hand does not explode. It's just a sending stone. And that, as the ring kind of dies down, Runava upstairs, as you hear another loud boom from downstairs, is where we're going to end our session today.
Renav was just like, oh, Ritz is home.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Thank you all so much for listening and watching, and thanks the party for enjoying that lovely, lovely session. It was a good time. I had a great time. I love you guys. I'm glad you enjoy this game of emotions we play.
It's okay.
I can't believe Noah broke up with me.
Yeah, and bad
Poorly.
too. Very poorly.
If you
I
guys
hated
like
that.
listening or watching, then feel free to check out all the other stuff we do. If you haven't looked at the one-shots or the other campaign that's on the channel, check them out if you've got time. And otherwise, you can always check out behind-the-scenes stuff if you go over to Discord, where we post and talk and all of those things. But for now, bye-bye!